For your first project, we're all doing the same pattern, which is a heart. It's super easy. You're only cutting out 4 pieces. Okay? So what you want to do first is print out the pattern the size that you want it. So this is the exact size that my glass heart is going to be. Okay? After you print out your pattern, you're going to grab a thick folder, because we want thick paper. Okay, rip it in half because you only need half of the folder. And someone else can use the other half. Alright, and then you're going to come over here onto the tracing tables. And the power buttons are underneath in the center, like a little light switch. Okay? And then you're going to put your pattern underneath the folder paper. And usually I'll have some tape up here. So you can tape it so it doesn't move. And since everyone's using the same pattern, you guys can just keep these taped up on here so somebody else can trace it. Right. Then you will trace your pattern with a Sharpie marker. And so you'll always have 2 copies of your pattern. Take your time, trace it really nice. Alright, if you ever have straight lines, always use a ruler, because when you cut those lines, you want them to be straight. If you draw crooked lines, you have to cut them out crooked and grind them crooked, and it's a lot easier if you just use a ruler right away. Plus, who can draw a straight line? Nobody. So, if you use a ruler, you're just making it way easier for yourself. And the middle part of your heart says bevel. It's a square piece. You guys do not have to cut that piece out. I actually give you a bevel. So I give you this middle piece. Alright, the next thing we need to do is number our pattern the same as the pattern that we printed out. And if this pattern doesn't have numbers, make sure you number this and then number this one the same. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my bevel. I'm not going to need that piece anyway. Next, after you trace it, you need to cut it out. And what you're going to do is cut in the middle of all your black lines. And you're just going to make one cut and never ever go back and trim the pieces down, because then they won't fit together perfectly. Okay? For the outside, it doesn't really matter if you cut in the middle of the black line. Okay, so this is where it really matters. You want to always cut right in the center. Okay, just making one cut. If you notice that there's more black line on this piece than this piece, it's not exactly in the center, doesn't matter. Don't go back and fix it. You're just making one cut. You're just trying to cut in the middle of the black line. If it's not exactly in the middle, it's not a big deal. Okay, so you do not need the bevel piece. You can throw that away. And these are our stained glass pattern pieces that we're going to glue on our glass and cut out.